Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Movie Chats with Ant and Rye. And this week we are discussing the Oscar-nominated film "If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You," starring Rose Byrne, written and directed by Mary Bronstein. It's about a woman named Linda who's a therapist. She's trying to manage, her life. She's got a child who's quite ill. She's just had a horrific accident in her apartment where there's huge holes in her roof. So she's living in an apartment. Her husband's away and she's just on the verge of a bit of a breakdown and no one's really helping her. She's all alone in this crazy world that we've got going on and just trying to navigate through that. Very strong performance from the typically comedic Rose Byrne here. She's just such an amazing performance. She's
I really like her. I before this movie, I really thought that she was underrated because she has done mostly comedy. She was in Insidious as well. It's horror, but you could see that she can act, and to be good at comedy, you need to be a good actor because you need some good understanding and delivery and some sort of empathy of your audience. And I have to say, this movie has one of the most hilarious scenes that I had to pause the movie and laugh for a good minute. The hamster.
Oh, no, right.
I think, it's very dark and I have a very dark sense of humor, but oh my God, this scene just made me laugh out loud that I could not stop because it was just geniusly written and delivered, and the build up to it, everything about this joke is amazing.
It's a poor hamster. I thought you were going to say when she's watching the horror movie and she's like, "Hey Siri, movie about mother, babies, vampires, mothers eating babies."
She's got a few scenes, and my point is her delivery. There is some points of comedy in this movie, and her delivery really helps. There is another scene when she's at the pharmacy, I think, or the chemist, and she's there to buy the gift card, but she wants to buy drugs. And she's on the phone, I think, with the guy to fix the hole with the landlord. Yeah. And she yells at him and she has a breakdown. And then she turns very smiley. "Oh, can I get that in a gift card?" That was so well delivered. That made me laugh.
I remember that. That was good. We'll talk about how the I suppose some of the narrative structures of the film. She's got a daughter who's never named, by the way. You never actually find out the daughter's name.
Yeah, and you don't see her.
And so there's obviously several reasons for that, which I thought it was really well done, was you want this to be Linda's story. Because if you see the child, your typical reaction is going to be to sympathize with the child. Whereas we need, as an audience, we need to be rooting for Linda. This is all about what she's going through. She's got this child who's very sick. The doctors they're almost gaslighting her in a way where they kind of say she needs to be within this weight, within this certain time. But there's no real kind of help there. And then she's obviously got her husband's away and he's just continuously bombarding her and blaming her. She's got her therapist who's not really, he's almost apathetic towards her.
She should change therapists. And somehow they are colleagues because they're working in the same practice.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
And that's obviously where that all lies, where she's just got all these people around her, but no one's listening to her. And she seems like she's someone who needs to be in control of her life. And she's not in control of her daughter's illness. She's not in control of what's going on with her apartment.
Yeah, she needs to be in control. She needs some support, but she needs actual support. And I think this is something that I can really empathize with, especially when you're
Yeah.
having a kid. And I mean, her kid is older, but yeah, she has this illness, which I think is something close to an eating disorder.
Yeah.
We never really know, but it's something psychological, it appears. Um, but I remember when my kids were younger, when people are coming to you trying to be supportive and tell you things such as you need to sleep when the baby is sleeping, that's a big one, or you need self-care, you need to put your oxygen mask on before you can take care of somebody else. This is the kind of advice that she's getting over and over and over again, and she's just crying for help and saying, this is not what I need. It's like, it's all good and well to tell me that, and I can understand in concept. Is anybody actually going to move their butt and help me through it? Can somebody take care of my apartment? Can somebody tell me how I can fix step by step the illness of my daughter? How can I help her progress? Can someone help me with that missing person? Even the husband of the missing person is putting it back on her. It's like, no, you bring me my baby to me because I'm at work. It's like, are you kidding me?
Right?
Everybody is really pushing her.
Like, I got so angry at that. Like, I'm sorry, logic needs to come into play here. Does she have a child car seat that she can put this weeks-old baby into? No. You probably do, mate.
It's your kid. It's more important than your work. Are you kidding?
Oh, I know. And even in one of her therapy sessions, she actually says to her therapist, I need an answer. And he just sits there in silence. He doesn't say anything. And he's just like, I think we need to kind of cut ties. I think you need to see somebody else.
Which is a good idea. And apparently she's got a crush on him as well. It seems.
I missed that.
There was something when he comes to her office and he's telling this weird story about when he was doing experiments on mice at uni and cutting their heads off or like whatever. And when he leaves, she says something like, I love you, or she says something weird. And like, okay, weird. You need another therapist.
Actually, because they didn't come back to that, did they? They never kind of continued that.
No, they did not. It's more like a throwaway in there as, okay, really this relationship with a therapist is not working at all. She needs somebody else.
On the therapist, played by Conan O'Brien, by the way, who is just a manic, impressive comedian. I mean, go watch his episode of Hot Ones and you'll just understand how funny this man is. Did his casting take you out of the film, or did you just go, were you impressed by his performance?
That's a good question.
Did you sit there going, oh, that's Conan O'Brien, or did you just go, that's a really...
Oh, I definitely saw it was Conan O'Brien, like, because he's got one of the most recognizable hair and face in the industry. So I went with it, and he was not bad, but I think that Rose Byrne is giving such a, I don't know, masterpiece of a performance that she takes the spotlight out of everybody else in the movie, and I just didn't really pay any attention to anybody else because she's just that good. And I think this is the point of the movie, as you were saying. We don't really see the kids. She is the focus, and her performance is also making sure that she's always the focus of the story.
And it's always so ultra framed on her as well. So quite a lot of the scenes, it's just her. Her face, her eyes, her emotion.
Yeah.
It's very well framed film.
Yeah.
I found.
Yeah, no, it was.
And then you've obviously got a couple of people in her life as well. So there's Jamie, who is played by A$AP Rocky. I don't actually know too much about him, unfortunately, but apparently this is just like, wow, he's so good, and he is, because he's actually, of all the people that she kind of interacts with, he's the one that cares about this kid the most. If anything,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
he's the one that's actually, shouldn't you be with your kid right now? And when she goes off to in the third act, when she goes off to the apartment and her husband's finally there, they come back and he's like, "Yeah, the kid was crying. I had to come in and soothe her. It took me
Yeah.
ages to get her back to sleep." And
Yeah.
then obviously you've got. Did you pick Christian Slater's voice as the husband?
No, actually, I did not. Yeah, but just in the third act when he comes in, and you so it seems okay.
Yeah.
That's him.
But then when you go back and listen, you go, "Oh, it is Christian Slater." Yeah,
Yeah.
you can hear it because he's got a fairly distinctive voice. He's got an
Yeah.
almost, would you say, I don't know, he's almost got a Jack Nicholson kind of vibe to him. Would you
Sort
say?
of. Yeah. As he's getting older
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Um, what do you think of the idea that she's a therapist? So she's obviously going through this complete breakdown, and she's obviously kind of having this horrible couple of weeks in her life, but she's a therapist and she's looking after people as well,
Look, I think it's clever writing because it
right?
shows that it's not because you're one thing that you can be very good at something. It doesn't mean that you necessarily apply the principle in your own life or that it is that easy to apply it in your own life. So it's not because you're a therapist that you are going to have all your life together. It's not because you're a doctor that you are going to have 100% healthy habits all the time. Some people that are very good at, I don't know, sales and connecting with people sometimes have the crappiest relationships with their family, for example. So I thought that was yeah, quite clever in the way. It's like, yeah, she's looking after people. Doesn't mean that she knows really how to look after herself.
Yeah, especially considering at night times when she's supposed to be looking after herself, and even her therapist says, "I need you to get some sleep. I need you to not drink. I need
Yeah,
you to not do drugs." She's staying up all night. She's eating junk food. She's drinking all night. She's smoking weed, and then she's in them throughout the day.
yeah,
She's got this almost just exhaustion of look about her. It's almost like
yeah.
she's a new mum. She's got that kind of look of like that new parenthood
That
where
yeah, that's how it
we've
feels,
both
and yeah, I can
we've both been
empathize.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I've
I can
I've had sleepless
empathize.
nights.
Oh, I've had sleepless night, and I can empathize as well with when you feel that the world is crumbling around you because having a child is very demanding, but we don't live in a world that is favoring young parents. I feel, I mean, this is my experience, especially being just on my own with my wife in Australia, and we have two kids. When your kid is sick and work is demanding, and there is something going on to fix your house, and potentially you would have something else with your family or your friends, that you can feel in that hole of like being sucked in and wow, nobody is helping me, and this is super super hard. I can empathize with that,
Oh,
and that feeling of extreme exhaustion. Be like, oh my god,
yeah, 100% as well. Because obviously I've got a special needs son, so
yeah,
I remember going back to those days where, thankfully, well, maybe not thankfully, I was trying to get all the answers back then myself. Like I was doing the one to kind of taking him to pediatricians. I was one taking him to
yeah,
all the therapy sessions. I kind of took him. I started the paperwork for the autism diagnosis, and it's just like getting all of that, and it's just like you don't really have anyone to go, "This is exactly what you need to do."
mm,
You kind of have to do it yourself. It's just,
yeah,
and it's very overwhelming. So
yes, yeah,
obviously, I could completely kind of get where Linda is. She's kind of by herself. Well, she is by herself. Her husband's not there, and
yeah.
nobody's helping her.
It, and I can empathize with her to a certain point, I guess. When it goes to the third act and she removes the tube and the husband is coming back and he's fixing the roof and all the, and she realizes things are coming down that she messed up. And this is where I felt, yes, you did. And I empathize that you went through a very rough patch by yourself and you felt that nobody was there to support you and help you, you also didn't really seek for help. You got angry at the people that were around you. You didn't necessarily seek other people to help you. You didn't necessarily communicate, hey, that's not helping. This is what I need from you. Give it to me now. Otherwise, it's useless. There was a bit of something towards the end where, like, I'm losing that little touch of, I'm losing all the empathy that I have for you because at the end of the day, the outcome is that yes, you messed up, you did bad,
Yeah.
and it could have gone another way.
Yeah, true. On top of that, I thought when she was pulling out the tube before, what happens after that, I thought it was her taking back control because obviously she was talking to the doctor, who is played by the director, by the way, the doctor who's really kind of apathetic towards her. I thought her pulling out that tube was her taking back control of the situation. Like, she's just hasn't been in control of anything up until this point. I'm going to pull out this tube. And maybe her going back to the hotel, the apartment was going to be, she was going to take control of that. But then Charles had come back and he'd taken care of that for her. And that was where she's like, oh, this is okay now. But then the kid's not okay again.
Yeah, exactly. And she says that, she's not okay and she's not ready to eat and everything. And she lost me when so James is heard the kid crying and got her back to sleep, and she's with her husband. They're going back to the hotel room and she's lying and she's saying he's the babysitter. This is where it lost me as well. I mean, this is the scene that lost me as well, because like, no. What you should have done is, you're right, I pulled out the tube and I went out because I needed some fresh air. You were away. I had to deal with all this crap by myself. I had no support. That's why I needed to get out. And yes, I messed up. This is where I needed her to come forward and be like, okay, I feel for her. You understand where she's coming from. She's still messed up. She's accountable for that. She's not lying. When she lied, I was like, okay, I can understand why you're doing that in the moment, but you need to go about it another way.
Yeah. What I was going to say? The final question I have for you is, we finally see the girl at the very end after Linda's kind of tried to escape. Is that actually the daughter, or is that her hallucinating the daughter?
It's a very good question.
I'm going on the side of it's a hallucination.
Yeah.
Because why would the daughter be there? That's back now.
Yeah.
And
it's true. Look, this is where I will go as well, that this is a hallucination, especially because you had some precursors to that when she was looking at the hole and she was seeing those lights. So she's so exhausted that she's seeing things. And because we haven't really seen the daughters before, except for her hands or her feet, and just hearing her, just to see her at the end feels like, no, this is not the reality. In reality, we don't see the daughter. Yeah, that's where I would go.
Very good. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to
add? No, I say something else when I'm scoring it.
No, all right. Right, let's get into our scores then.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I thought it was very good. Rose Byrne definitely deserves an Oscar nomination for this one. She won the Golden Globe as well. I think she might be a front runner. I don't know who else is kind of. I think Jessie Buckley might be above her for Hamnet, I think it's called.
Yeah, and I think Emma Stone for Begonia, right? She's also in the running.
Yep. that'd be 3 for Emma Stone. Wow, that's pretty good. But
Mm.
yeah, there's just a few parts of it that you're right. It just took me away at the end. You know, it's never really shown that she's a good mum. She's just a mum. And even she says,
She's a human. Yeah.
Yeah, even she says throughout the film, maybe I'm not meant to be a mother. And she was like, she doesn't think she's a good mum and stuff like that. So, but
it's very
we all
normal.
we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all
humans.
learn.
I think it's only honest to to say sometimes, oh, am I fit to be a parent, because it is so bloody hard. That's just people that will tell you that it's all rainbows and sunshine all the time, and you never doubt yourself that you're doing the right thing, that this is something for you. They're liars. Everybody's got doubts, and it's bloody hard.
Yes. Have you?
I give it a 4 out of 5 as well. I was tossing between 4.5 and 4. I give it a 4. I really enjoyed the movie. I think Rose Byrne is amazing, and she's taking away all the scenes. There are some hilarious scenes. This is one of the funniest scenes, the hamster, that I've seen, and that counts for something. When a movie can make me laugh that hard, there is something in there. And what I really enjoy is the structure of the story is also not what you would have as a normal story. A normal story, you would have the setup, the climax, and the resolution. This one is more of a slice of life that you are seeing, and it makes the movie more memorable and more different than any other run by the mill movie. So I won't forget it anytime soon. I really liked it. Really enjoyed it.
Definitely. Definitely not a movie I don't think I could watch again. I think once is enough. But yeah.
I might skip to the hamster scene. Because I want to see it again.
Just the hamster scene, nothing else.
Yeah. If I can find the clip on YouTube, I just put it in my background or something like that.
I'm sure it'll be there eventually. All right. That's it for this week. Thank you all to our new followers on some of our platforms. We appreciate each and every one of you for hitting subscribe. Please let us know what you think in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And as always, we'll see you next week.